Oh, UFC 284 has just ended and it's 4 minutes to 6 in the morning here for me, and I have work at 9 a.m. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I'd really appreciate that. I'm really trying to get the content out. I'm really trying to grow on this YouTube thing so I can obviously do this for a living. I also train MMA full time on top of working, so I am fucked right now. Like, genuinely, I am so tired. My body hurts, everything hurts, but I'm gonna rattle this out. Who says Australia has no wrestling? Islam Makhachev does get it done by a close decision. However, I think you could have very easily given it to Alexander Volkanovski. If the UFC dare take away his pound for pound number one spot, I will fucking kill them. Don't care if I'm swearing in the first minute of a video. Volkanovski was on top of Makhachev, pounding him from full guard in the last seconds of the fight. If that fight was to continue, Makhachev's face was swollen up, all bruised under both of his eyes. Volkanovski is the man. Screaming at him when Makhachev had his back, punching him, shouting, talking to him, landing hooks, talking to him. I want to see a rematch. Let Yair defend the interim belt. Have Volkanovski Makhachev run it back. I think Volk runs through him. Islam Makhachev flailing his head around whenever Volkanovski's coming in. Stocky short fighters that walk him down, take their time. The wrestling defense in the scrambles in the middle of the octagon, the defense from Volkanovski was absolutely incredible. Islam Makhachev did fantastically too, though, landing some good straights. But the judges have given Islam Makhachev round number 4. Yes, Islam Makhachev had his back for a lot of the round. However, he did absolutely no damage, and Volkanovski was pounding him the whole round, shouting at him. The visible damage rule, you could see them both at the end of the fight. Visible damage rule, Islam Makhachev was very hurt. His face looked fucked. I think Volk had it. But let's talk through the fight. Let's talk through it round by round. Round number 1, Volkanovski comes out straight away. Feints, constant feints, sharp feints as well. It wasn't like just like throwing a hand at it. It was sharp feints, like darting in and out. Landing good leg kicks. Very patient first 2 minutes. Then Volkanovski lands a big left hand over the top, sends Islam Makhachev flying back. I was like, fuck, he's hurt. He's hurt him. This is the moment. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Nothing really comes of that, but it was a very good shot. Then they're clinching a little bit. Islam Makhachev has those big knees that come up very high. And then Volkanovski, after catching him, he gets a bit reckless. You see him kind of falling off balance a little bit. After some exchanges, they get into this big exchange. Islam Makhachev then lands a big head kick, which kind of settles the fight a little bit. Volkanovski wasn't visibly hurt, but you could tell he was like, okay, wait a minute, calm yourself. I was saying to him, you would have had that round guaranteed if you just calmed yourself. And then Islam Makhachev takes him down towards the end of the round and attempts a few submissions. One of them was a neck crank, and I thought it was in, and I was like, oh, you're joking. But when it got to round number 2, I was like, okay, he's still in it. And this is the thing. Alexander Volkanovski, I didn't know in the moment. In the moment, I was like, was that a knockdown? Seeing the replays, Alexander Volkanovski dropped him with a big left or right hand behind the ear. Islam Makhachev fell to one knee, and both hands were flat on the ground. And I was like, in the moment, I was like, what was that? Was that a knockdown? And then you could see him reach for a leg, and Volkanovski separates it. That was a very good round. Tip for tap, I think it was like 11-8 on the significant strikes. It was a very patient fight, but a very good fight nonetheless. Volkanovski outlanded him in that round. Round 2 to Volkanovski was feints, a bit of clinching. Islam shoots again. Nothing comes of it, but Islam found himself kind of getting like one hook in on the back against the cage like 3-4 times in this fight, and Volkanovski just completely dealt with it. Yeah, and then round number 3, I had Volk winning round number 3 as well, genuinely just based on damage. Makhachev was also, can I just say, the size difference between these two in this fight was absurd. Islam Makhachev is a welterweight. Get to fuck about him being a lightweight. He is not a lightweight. He's a fucking welterweight. And Volkanovski is a featherweight. Like Volk isn't a weight bully at featherweight just because he's so small. Like, he's a small guy. He's got a stocky build, but he's a small little guy. Like, you can even see it when you look at his legs, like big thighs, but then these small little calves. And also, I hate Israel Adesanya, but seeing him fucking roar for Volkanovski just gave me that kind of like respect. You know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, it's so cool. Like the whole thing was extremely cool. Round 3, great round. Basically, I had Volkanovski winning round 3 just purely based on damage. This was Volkanovski's best round by far. Defended everything. Landed fantastic shots on Makhachev. Had Makhachev like flailing his head around. Great leg kicks as well. The leg kicks, the inside leg kick and the outside leg kick after Volkanovski would switch to southpaw was fantastic. Makhachev looked so human tonight. As in, like, he looked terrible in a way because of what everybody was saying he was going to do to Volk compared to what Volk did to him. People think Volk's won. The crowd was screaming robbery, and yes, it was an Australia crowd, but judging by how the fight ended and the visible damage on each of their faces, Volk won. Volk genuinely won in the eyes of everybody. He's the people's champ, and please don't take his number 1 pound for pound spot away. Now, round 4, this is a controversial one for me because yes, Islam Makhachev was riding his back for the whole round essentially. When the best grappler in the UFC is on your back, I'm a judge right now, and he's not doing anything, and the person he's trying to submit is throwing strikes with someone on their back, with the best grappler in the UFC on their back, hitting them with shots, and screaming and talking to him for 5 minutes. Oh, that's all you got, mate? That's all you got? Punching him. Slowly working his way round to using the other hand. And Makhachev's just like, just taking it. Yes, he started coming back with some fists as well, but like, yes, Makhachev had his back, but the screaming, come on mate, that's all you got. I loved that. I love when fighters do that. I love when fighters land shots and say, oh, wait, and they smile and it's like, oh, got you there. Volk did it so much against Holloway, which hurt, because I like Holloway, but this fight, I was like, do it again. Scream again, please, Volkanovski. It's like lovely to watch. I had Volk winning round 4. I knew there wasn't a chance in fuck the judges would give Volk round 4, but in my mind I was like, has he just done that? Because I had Islam winning round 1, Volkanovski winning round 2 and 3, Islam winning 4. I had it 2-2 going into the 5th, and Volkanovski won the fucking 5th round. The takedown defense was immaculate. Fridge of a human, couldn't be taken down, was piecing him up. Yeah, Makhachev was landing very good shots in round 5, like the straight lefts and stuff, but Volkanovski was switching stances, landing body shots, leg kicks, hooks. I think if Volkanovski had switched up to going for straights instead of hooks towards the end, I think he would have knocked him out. Islam Makhachev didn't look like he had the best chin, he didn't look human. Volk dropped him in round 5. I swear to fuck, he dropped him in round 5. Makhachev does the same thing again, which he was doing throughout the whole fight. Anytime he'd get clipped, he'd kind of fall to one knee, and it was kind of like a defense mechanism because he knew Volk was going to defend and not reverse it. Volk almost did reverse it though. I was doing a live fight companion, and I was saying Volkanovski was in the same spot that McGregor was in the first exchange against Khabib. He had his hand over him and one hand holding the ankle, and he turned it round so much better than McGregor did in that fight. And he had it. He genuinely had it just about. But then, to finish the fight, Alexander Volkanovski is in full guard of Islam Makhachev. That's what that position led to. Pounding his face. Makhachev puts his hands up to try create a submission. Moves his hands away. Right hand. Jab. Right hand. The way I'm describing it is how it was. Like, round 1, Makhachev goes for that neck crank, right? After it, Volkanovski smiling, chatting away, stands up, hands up. He's like, yeah, we're good, we can defend this shit. There was a time in round 4 Round 3 or 4. Makhachev takes him down in the open. Volk turns kind of like he's kind of crawling towards the cage. And he looks up at his coaches, does a thumbs up and says, "It's fine, he won't keep me down." And then Makhachev hops on his back. That is when the lapse in judgment and focus goes out the window, and it's like, okay, brother, remember, you are human too. I love Volkanovski now. Like, genuinely, that was a fantastic fight. I think Volkanovski won that 3-2. I want to see an immediate rematch. What a fight. Makhachev looked so human. Makhachev didn't look unbeatable. However, Volkanovski didn't change his footwork, he didn't change his approach just because of the takedown, and that is the big difference here. Strikers would change their approach. You've seen it just in Gaethje with Khabib. Very low, waiting, reckless, oh fuck, I'm scared. Fantastic work by Alexander Volkanovski. I need to go to bed, guys. I've got work in like 2 hours. Fuck. Fantastic job from Alexander Volkanovski. I'm extremely impressed. Anyway, see you all in a little while. Have a nice day. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Not many people were there. Didn't get one chatter. However, I love it regardless. Thank you very much. That's my breakdown. I had Volk winning the fight. It's not a robbery because of the round 4 control time. So what rounds did they give Makhachev? They must have given Makhachev round number 1, 3, and 5. No, sorry, 1, 3, and 4. I had Volk winning round 3 all day. I thought that was Volk's best round. So I think that's bullshit. Anyway, see you all soon.